Oh, what's good, gang? We back with another reaction. What's good? What's good? What's good? What up, Mika? What up, Guillermo? Yeah, man. Enough of the freaky stuff, man. Enough of the freaky stuff, man. I feel like that brought my energy down enough. Weirdo talk over there. We got another one for y'all today, man. Shout out to everybody for pulling up. Make sure y'all hit that like button on the way in. I appreciate the love and support. Like I told y'all, man, this weekend definitely was feeling under the weather, man. We just starting to feel a little bit better today, so that's why we kind of slowed down on the amount of videos we put out on a Monday. Typically, we'll do like 4 of them. Today, we only gonna do 2. But look, man, we got another video from Fantastic Hip Hop. Y'all know where he stands on this whole Drake situation. Y'all already know. So if you are a Drake fan, this is probably not the video for you. But make sure y'all hit that like button, man. This video is called How Drake's Label Just Proved He Is Going to Lose His Lawsuit. Now, I did see that they actually, UMG responded. So I'm kind of curious to see where that went. I haven't really heard anything about it, but I'm excited to go ahead and get into it. So again, make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new. We on the way to 30K. Where we at? We close. Where we at? Let me see where we at. Let's see where we at. What are we? About 25, 20, about 24/6, almost 24/7. So if you guys haven't joined the family, man, make sure y'all join the family. Let's go ahead and get into it.
With Drake, as we are getting even closer to witnessing one of the biggest moments in hip-hop history with the Super Bowl.
Now, y'all know, we was on here breaking this down. Y'all see the marchers in the back. I'm still thinking it might be Tyler, the Creator. Let me know who y'all think gonna be at the Super Bowl. SZA and Tyler, or SZA and somebody else. Let me know who y'all think. But we broke this down, man. He at the 30-yard line, 10 and 20 is 30, 30 and 30. That's the song. We did all of that already.
And both for Kendrick Lamar and Drake, things have never been getting better or worse for Drake's place in all of this. While he is already freaking out about the fact that Not Like Us is seemingly going to play at the Super Bowl, which now the NFL has doubled down on themselves.
Do y'all think he's performing Not Like Us? There's some people that don't think it's gonna happen. Now, personally, I don't think there's a snowball's chance in hell that he does not play Not Like Us. I think he got to maybe change up the lyrics a little bit, but I think Not Like Us definitely plays at the Super Bowl. 2 new short Kendrick Lamar ads for the Super Bowl 59 halftime show played today during the Eagles and Commanders game. Yes, we did see that. My son was like, why is he walking in slow motion?
Which now the NFL has doubled down on themselves. Beyond just the record that is
ruined Drake's
career playing in front of one of the biggest audiences you can ever put anything in the face of, when it comes to Drake's lawsuit with his label and everything he has been doing there, which has created a whole other entire mess for him, what's now more than clear is that Drake is really taking on way more than he could ever handle, because while some of his fans have tried to push the narrative that the claims he was making about Not Like Us would scare the industry and help him get his way so they can avoid any sort of controversy, what we are finding out now is this couldn't be further from the truth, is in response to his defamation claims, which are all centered around the success of Not Like Us, UMG has responded to him with not just a statement this time or some simple action, but for his 81 pages, they handed him 144 pages of information that are...
You're never gonna out-lawyer UMG, gang. You're never gonna out-lawyer them. UMG filed a 144-page motion to dismiss Drake's Texas legal petition for pre-lawsuit deposition of UMG and iHeartMedia. Now, I did see, I think it was Absolutely, I think that's her name. I seen that she posted, I think the full 144 pages or something like that. I don't know. But you're never going to out-lawyer them. And you should have known that from the beginning. Now, we also seen yesterday, I think it was yesterday at least, I don't know if his story is still up, but it looks like Drake has decided to take a little break. Says he'll be away for a while. He'll come back. I think it was a story. This is what he should have done a long time ago. Everybody had been calling for Drake to take a break. Just chill, walk away, come back better. But now it's forced because over the next 2 weeks, he's got the Grammy performance and then he's got the Super Bowl next Sunday. So he's got 2 weeks where he's going to be dealing with hell.
Are beginning to not just prove his claims to be beyond pathetic even on the highest level possible, but it's showcasing that UMG no longer believes in the future of Drake's career, and with the choices he has made, they are ready for it to be over as well as the rest of us. And now before we go any further into this, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. And so
hit that like button, gang, run it up.
After becoming
all he had to do was take his L. That's very true. Their response is so funny. They went through all the legal arguments, and at the end, they said, also, this isn't even the right venues because we ain't in Texas.
Playing the laughing stock in hip-hop because with all these moves he has made to file paperwork in response to losing a rap beef, he has just lost the respect of everyone because, of course, this is the most anti-hip-hop thing you could ever do, as it dispels what this genre represents in its very essence. Now beyond just not being respected by his peers and the people themselves. When it comes to the one group that Drake has been trying to win over with all of these ridiculous claims, which has been the higher-ups and the suits, even they are beginning to laugh him out of the room like we have never seen. Because
nobody's on your
has
side.
Now responded to Drake with. They have shown that despite everything he thinks and how he has believed that even after losing in hip-hop, there is still something he can run to in an attempt to change the reality of what we have all seen. He is bound to lose in this situation in an unprecedented fashion, because in this lengthy counterclaim UMG sent out to Drake's second pending suit, which is accusing Not Like Us and his label of defamation by the Code of Texas, beyond any back and forths or claims that are pulling at nothing, Drake is now being dismantled by nothing but pure hard facts to prove that every single claim of what he is saying is wrong. And beyond just Drake being on the losing side of this thing, they are starting to paint the picture that Drake is deliberately trying to push a false narrative and manipulate the system all for his own gain.
But isn't that what Drake does though? Just deliberately smoking mirrors for no reason, try to break to take the shine off of something else. It's still that we're talking about the lawsuit and not the fact that Kendrick is performing at the Super Bowl or whatever. It's still taking the energy away from where it should be. But that's just Drake. That's just what he does. This is him. This is classic Drake. Like I said, he should have taken that break a long time ago. I think it's good that he's taking it now, but it makes him look a little even weaker. I still want to know what the Drake fans think though, because the Drake fans haven't really said very much. Master manipulator, facts.
Even if you're trying to do this to save your reputation and career, by purposefully presenting information this way, it can get Drake into even more trouble than any of us have ever thought. And really, what's so shocking is that with this specific case Drake is in here, which this is the one with his label that is coming from Texas, this one is starting to look even worse for Drake, as his attempt to lie to everyone and try to do whatever he can to validate what pretty much is his own fiction is really starting to crumble before his own eyes, because with what Drake is trying to do by calling his label out here in Texas specifically, it really is a new low for him, because first off, he is trying to use the fact that he is now a resident of Texas, which is something he seemingly did and revealed this summer in preparation of pushing this narrative, so that first off, he is not just going against his label as Drake the rapper and celebrity, but that's so he can try and frame himself as Aubrey Graham, who is just a regular person when he is here. And this in of itself is some shady stuff, and when we see that Drake seemingly did plant the seed for this months ago, as he
so Drake moved to Texas to be able to file in Texas. What up, Carne? Finally caught you live. Nothing but love. What up? Shout out Coco City. I appreciate you. Been out for a minute. Yeah, bro. I was out of commission, bro. I had food poisoning yesterday, gang. So he moved to Texas to try to file under their like laws or something like that.
He tried to prove that he has a bigger footprint in this place than he actually ever has had. It just shows that while he was releasing more lazy and sloppy music all this time, he was planning something, Drake. Although it was a lot more embarrassing for his rap career than any of us could have ever expected. But beyond just that, in the greater sense, and what's most important here is that Drake has been trying to position himself as a regular person here to again frame this song and its effects in a different light, which is once again showing that even when we are beyond rap and petty antics, he is still doing anything he can to manipulate higher powers and systems way more than most people would ever even try and think of. Even this measure he took here,
it's like you can't be Big Me, as in I'm Drake, the biggest artist ever, and then be Little Me on the other end. Woe is me. Nobody has my back. Nobody, check for me when I was breaking records. And I feel like you can't have them both. Like, I don't know. I really feel like it's two different people. It's like Drake and Aubrey. Aubrey is the, oh my God, nobody cares. And then Drake is, I'm bigger and better than all of y'all. It's kind of crazy, ain't it? Ain't it kind of crazy? What up, CP?
Thought he was genius by posting on his Instagram so cryptically has now worked against his favor as well. Because before UMG even goes into how Drake manipulated all of this to play out here, they instead approach this entire case Drake is trying to build by using the exact same code he wants this thing to fall under, and really just working against Drake more than anything else. They then use Drake's own playing field against him, As with all of the claims Drake is trying to make about UMG and Not Like Us, they have seemingly countered Drake and told him that if he goes any further, he will lose this thing because Drake has violated an actual act that Texas citizens are supposed to follow.
Wait. UMG is calling for the dismissal of the case to the UMG is calling for the dismissal of the case to the Texas Citizens Participate Act, which protects citizens from retaliatory lawsuits that seek to silence them from expressing freedom of speech. Dismiss the case which protects citizens from retaliatory lawsuits. I need a lawyer to explain that to me, bro. What up, Chalupa? What up, Deontay? I need a lawyer to explain that to me. I feel like I understand what it's saying, but I feel like the way it's worded is weird. It protects citizens from retaliatory lawsuits that seek to silence them from expressing freedom of speech.
An actual act that Texas citizens are supposed to follow, which of course is right on the head of what Drake is trying to do in the first place. And it's really just so telling about where the time we are at, that even when Drake was trying to push all these claims and thought that with lining up multiple suits against his label, that because of the different angles he was playing, at least one of them was gonna work, that with this case, which Drake thought he clearly would be able to play a more sympathetic angle from, and he is seemingly trying to make bigger because he has not dismissed it yet and is still waiting for it to move forward, the label that made him a star has now picked apart his claims and has submitted official documents that just melt down the cases he is trying to make and ultimately showcase
So my question is, how do you move forward, or do you move forward from this? Do they just part ways? Because I gotta think that there's no way that Drake can continue under UMG and think that it's gonna work out in his favor. They have to just part ways, and Drake either goes independent or finds another label. Corey Love, what up? UMG Freedom of Speech is distributing Not Like Us. Oh!
On the highest level you can possibly express in word, that Drake's character really is twisted and that he is now just trying to take away the ability for free expression because of his own frustration about what happened. And really making things even worse for Drake, as his label also pointed out that he has no proof whatsoever of them doing anything to make Not Like Us an even bigger hit record than it was that did it.
Drake, UMG demands dismissal of Not Like Us petition over lack of evidence.
Just occur naturally. Altogether now, with everything they have put against Drake, they have managed to put into paperwork what the people all say, which is that these claims about Not Like Us having so much success and such an effect on his career just sounds like nothing more than someone whining. And again, knowing the context of everything, which has also been laid out by them, is his label doesn't just understand how hip-hop culture perceives rap beef, but also how the rules have worked. And even more detrimental to his case, how Drake himself has been a part of these same issues in the past, and even on the other end, which ultimately shows that he has benefited from doing the same thing Not Like Us did. Overall now, with the way Drake's label is responding, they are now coming at Drake from every single approach possible, and painting him out to be an absolute hypocrite.
So it sounds like UMG is doing, what up, Death Angel? Sounds like UMG is doing what all of content creators and reactors have been saying. They just been picking all of the different things that we've been saying, like, bro, it's been working for you for years. This song wasn't claimed during the same time as that song wasn't claimed as well. You talk about payola and all of that. We've been doing that for you for years. It's just weird that he thought that he could reap all of the benefits and then be mad at someone else for getting the same thing. Kind of weird. What up, J-Tom?
Just emotional that he lost the most watched lyrical back and forth of all time. And I mean, really with what they are doing, they are 100% right. And now beyond just everyone siding with the record label, which in of itself just shows how far gone Drake is and how wrong he really has been with this entire thing, the fact that beyond back and forths and what we all think, that we are now seeing the groundwork be built up, which is officially painting Drake out to be someone who is foolish enough to try and lie and manipulate the system in his favor on the highest level possible when it comes to proving what is true and what is not. Overall, as we see Drake's label go back and forth with him in this case, and also with his suit in New York and whatever else he may do in the future, because we don't know what.
But also, what lawyer takes that case? What lawyer takes the case against UMG? And you basically, you have everything all in front of you. Right? Like the first case that they presented seemed like they were just trying to see inside of behind the door, behind the veil of what Spotify, UMG was doing. They saw all of that and then was like, okay, we got a case. We can take this. What lawyer doesn't say, hey, bro, listen, this is not going to end well for you, man. Like, UMG also got a 34-day extension to respond to the actual defamation suit that was filed in New York. Now they can respond on March 17th. I appreciate you for that, man. Point Blank is backfiring on Drakesha.
What else he has up his sleeve. Going forward, keep your eye on this exact angle and how all these violations Drake is committing are gonna build up on one another more and more and end up just creating a picture of him that beyond just being a loser in rap beef or even being a musician who has fallen off, is just gonna make him look like an awful person who is a serious liar and who is willing to twist the words and truth of the matter in any way he can as long as it involves his own gain. Because with his label starting to use actual codes and practices to both prove that Drake's claims are not just false in what they are saying, but that he is now actually violating the rights everyone has when it comes to how they choose to express themselves. I mean, Drake asked for this, but he is now in some nasty territory, and this is only going to get a lot worse for Drake.
Just
beyond hip-hop and the music industry, people are going to look at him everywhere as someone who does not respect the fundamental rights we have to express themselves. And really, in this system and in this era where more importantly when there's a situation like this, it is vital to build an image of a person who is in question and what their motives may be, as this entire situation gets bigger and we see more and more go down. Just wait and see how this exact angle is going to get expanded on, and it's going to ultimately build Drake into a figure who is more disliked and
Bro, it's crazy because people are already there though. Like the people are already there. I don't think he'll ever get back to like. At one point, I thought he could get back to like the glory days of Drake, where everybody loved him, and you know he could just make a banger, and I don't think he can do that anymore. I think it's irreparable damage. Let me know what y'all think in the chat. Like, I think it's personally irreparable damage. I don't think he can go back to being that same person. I almost think he might as well just like go into acting or something. Because rap is not gonna be it. There's no way you're gonna come out and talk tough on records ever. There's in the fan base that you did have of the girls who like to hear you sing, they don't want to hear you no more either. I don't know. They got an extension. So his plan to stop Kendrick from performing Not Like Us isn't gonna work. That's the one thing I asked too from a while ago, was I didn't think it was ever possible to get him to stop playing that song. Like, I just feel like it would have to be something that was done really, really quickly. I never saw that. Lucian made him drop and give him 50. Wow. Toast, what up? We told this to Drake fans, but they kept making it worse. Every comment was, I haven't seen a Drake fan comment. Have y'all? I haven't seen Drake fans really commenting like that. None of the videos we done on Drake has been in defense of Drake. Comments have been in defense of Drake. I almost wonder if they just stopped or if they figured out that they was wrong, because I haven't seen that many. I think he can come back and be nothing was the same Drake. Big three are all gonna retire in 3 to 4 years though. That's a bold take. I don't think they're gonna retire. I don't know. Cole been talking about retiring for years. I don't think Kendrick is going anywhere. Drake, I think he might just start acting personally. Drake fans are retiring basically. They down bad now. Hold up. Down bad, you suffering. They troll more on X. I was gonna say I don't see him no more.
Disgrace than we ever thought losing a rap beef could make someone. And overall, as this is the reality we are facing, and as despite Drake only getting proven to be more of a liar every day, he has shown at this point that he is not going back on his claims and that he is going to see this thing through no matter where it goes. Well, what's
shout out Corey Love. I appreciate you. Hoodie fire. Plug us in. You know what, fam? Wifey got this for me for Christmas like 4 years ago. I got the pants to go with it too. It's a tarot card on the back. It's kind of dope. Wifey got it for me. Thank you. I appreciate you for the 10, fam. Thank you.
Career, legacy, and name are on the line. And as we enter a time where he is about to be in the public eye even more, both with this case, the Super Bowl and everything centering around playing Not Like Us, and with a new album that he is seemingly teasing, well, altogether, things are going to get a lot more interesting.
Well, I will say this, though. Yeah, the hoodie dope, bro. Hold on, let me see. You can see the back. There's a tarot card on the back. I will say this, though. I think that when he drops his album, I do think that people are going to listen for whatever it is. We don't know what it's going to be. We don't know what kind of vibe it's going to be. I definitely think that he can take this opportunity to be more introspective. I don't know if he will. Or he could just do songs waving his hands, making us dance. He could do that. He could take that route. But I think if he went a more introspective route, it might play on the sympathy card a little bit. So I am still kind of curious to see what he's going to do when he comes back. Make sure you guys hit that like button, man. We got 200 million people in here, less than 100 likes. Run it up one time for your boy. I appreciate it.
But overall, from hip-hop to beyond, as Drake is now being proven to directly be someone who has planted all the things he did to try and build a false case, where he's just misreading reality to try and convince greater powers than any other rapper has ever brought in to help him. If his label is already going this far to expose him and break down these claims, as things only get bigger and the consequences and stakes only get higher, we are ultimately going to see a lot more happen to him that is going to mark the end of everything he has stood for more than anything else ever will. And so now with all of that said, let me know, what do you think about Drake and how his label has responded to these claims he has made with such extensive counterclaims that break down and prove everything?
I think it's a case of, if you're gonna say this about me, fam, like if you're gonna talk about us, this UMG, bro, I don't even think they going as hard as they could. I think it's just like, stop. We are Universal Music Group. You understand who we are? They could go way harder than that. I just think they just like, yo, if you're going to say these things about us, at least understand that we've done them for you too, fam. Don't be an idiot. Don't be a moron. I don't know. I don't see Drake going back to being regular
so
Drake.
Far to be a lie. And where do you think all this is going to go from here? Now, obviously, this is such a pivotal moment, and everything being said has such big consequences on not just music, but everything in entertainment as a whole. So if you have anything important to say from here on out, please let me know in the comments. Now, I can't wait to hear what you have to say.
Yeah, man. Bro said, I seen Drake stans say that the beef and Drake is the only reason why anyone is interested in Kendrick and why GNX has done well. I just don't understand people. I think it's a certain mindset, though, where it's like, it's a level of narcissism too, but it's weird when someone is narcissistic for you. Like Drake can be a narcissist, but then his fans are narcissists for him. Like, yeah. It's like, what, bro? You think people only care about GNX and Kendrick because of Drake? Did you not understand he had a career way before that? Like, this just amplified it and got people to really listen to what he was doing versus what he was doing. That's all. It's crazy. After he said rap is weird right now on that Christmas stream, I don't think he wants to rap anymore. He might not, but he might not be able to. That's what that sounds like to me. If he's saying rap is weird right now, it's like what I do is like in a weird spot. Like people don't want to hear what I want to. People don't want to hear what I have to say or how I have to say it. So that's why I said what I said. Where if he chooses to go a different route and not be tough guy on this next album and maybe be a little bit more introspective and rap a little bit, maybe people listen a little bit more. Maybe he pulls on a sympathy strings from there. Maybe if he goes on yeah, I was wrong, I shouldn't have sued, but what would you do? It could be me, it could be you. Y'all see what I did there. Y'all see what I did there. Maybe if he went that route, right? Like maybe if he went that route. If he apologized, if he said anything, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, keep going. Maybe if he takes that route, we never know, man. We never know. So I don't know. But I will say I don't think the door is completely shut for Drake. I just think that I think people are still gonna listen. It's just once we hear what you have to say, it could be raps. It could be cooked. Right? Like, it could be cooked. Like, once we hear what you have to say and it's not what we want to hear, all right, bet. Put him in a box. Drake is in his soft girl era. Drake needs to go away. We don't want to hear him. K-Dot is too lyrical to retire. We'll see him on his P&D collab album. Oh, my God. I know. I'm not really. They need to push that or not put it out because I don't want to hear that right now. His old music just doesn't hit the same anymore. I haven't, bro. It's been on in the car and I dead ass change it. Like let me change that. He made it worse for himself. Yeah, he did. He absolutely did. All right, chat. That's it for today, man. That's it for today. I'm going to go nurse up a little bit, man. Maybe go have some tea. I'm still not feeling 100% yet, but we'll get there. We'll get there soon enough. Food poisoning is disgusting, man. I hope none of you ever have to go through that. I don't even know what I ate. That's the crazy part. I don't even know what it was. But make sure you guys hit that like button, man. Sub up to the channel if you guys haven't done it already. I appreciate the love. Like I said, let's hit 30K, man. Let's get there. Definitely run it up one time. If you guys haven't, double tap the screen real quick for your boy, man. I appreciate it. We'll get back to it, man. We're going to get back into our normal motion. We only did 2 today. Typically, we do like 3 or 4. But, man, not today. Not today. But I love y'all, and I will see y'all in the next one. I'm out. Peace.